welcome to the Making of My New Brand Daringly Different Part 3. In the last two lives, I talked about the whole thought process behind my brand, finding a brand name, a tagline that feels aligned with my current and my future higher self, and my personal brand, as well as the importance of having the right packaging in terms of a graphic visual design that reflects your true identity, values, and brand DNA. So today, in the last of the three-part series, I want to talk about vision and what your brand stands for. But before I continue, let me ask you something first. Do you have a creative vision for your brand? And is it still relevant for you and your clients? Because our vision can also shift a little bit as we grow and evolve. And we have to tune in from time to time and check in if it's still aligned with us, with our purpose, and where we are going. So having a creative vision as business owners is super important for the success of our brand, because it does not only shape your brand's identity, but also plays a super important role in how your brand is perceived by your clients and your audience. So having a creative vision that is fresh, unique, engaging, and daringly different can help your brand stand out in a crowded marketplace and resonate more deeply with your audience. This weekend, I have been watching on Paramount this Gucci documentary. I don't know if you have seen it. I think the title is Gucci, Sex, Money, and Power. And taking this example of a luxury fashion house, Gucci, and how the brand's image was transformed when Tom Ford was brought in to reposition it. Because Gucci in the 70s was in a financial difficulty. I would say they were even nearly bankrupt. And then they brought Tom Ford in the 90s. And Maurizio Gucci, then the chairman who has led the company into losses, was because Gucci was known for its leather goods and accessories rather than high fashion. So Tom Ford came in and he brought this new creative vision to the brand. He didn't just redesign the clothing, he reimagined the brand's entire aesthetic and cultural impact, pushing it away from this traditional, a little dusty, boring, conservative designs to a more provocative, rock and roll, glamorous image that appealed to a younger and more sophisticated, fashion-forward audience. And this is what made Gucci skyrocket and become super, super successful. I think this could be a topic for a separate live one day, the whole Gucci story. So if you're interested in that, comment with a yes, Gucci, please. Then I know you want to hear the full story. It's a perfect example of how a daringly different repositioning and redefining your identity and image can make all the difference. Tom Ford's approach was very daringly different instead, and that's why it's worth the mentioning. So many golden nuggets, and by the way, I love Gucci. So, however, today is not about Gucci, it's about daringly different. So, why daringly different? When I think of daringly different, I have a certain picture before my eyes. Imagine a woman in business. She walks on a tightrope, balancing herself between earning respect and being likable. It's not easy, but she dares to be different. She boldly crafts a personal brand rooted in self-love and authenticity, not afraid of the labels tossed her way. She throws the old beliefs that tied women down out of the window and fearlessly blazes her own path. And looking fabulous while she's doing that, of course. Because remember, ladies, being daringly different isn't about being liked, it's about being respected. It's about embracing your role as a leader, even if it disrupts the norm. And this requires a lot of courage and letting go of the things that no longer serves us, like people-pleasing and weak boundaries. But it is worth it. It is really, really worth it. So daringly different is also about embracing your flaws. to stop hiding, but presenting and even packaging your uniqueness, your beautiful weirdness, your different amazingness. And I don't know if this word exists, but it's a vibe and I like it. So everything that women have been taught to hide and suppress as a child, all those don't be this and don't do that. Everything women have been suppressing, so they grew up faking it and becoming an unreal, mask-wearing, mainstream, washed-out, numb, good girl version of themselves, pacifying everything that made them feel alive. This has to end now. It's time to embrace your wildfire, your wholeness, not just the part that you think the world wants to see or what the world is telling you what they want to see. No, it's also about your scars. So proudly present your scars. They tell your unique story. Claim your scars and turn them into your greatest work of art. Learn to create beauty from it. Detach your value from the way you look and be an inspiration for others who still try to eradicate their scars. I mean, isn't that a beautiful vision? Embrace your flaws, because this is exactly what makes you unique and special. It's about rediscovering yourself and finding out who you really are and who you want to be in the future. It's about being unapologetically you without any limits, but everything that is attached to that. So no more censoring, no more faking, no more giving away your power, no playing small, no playing victim. Instead, yes to authenticity, whatever that means to you. Vulnerability, magnetism, self-love, and embracing the ups and downs that your journey brings with it in a perfectly unperfect way. Yes to writing the book of your life in abundance and bliss. Imagine yourself in a room where everybody's trying to be perfect, and you walk in your daringly different way, authentic, a little chaotic, wild, and with this magnetic energy, with a free spirit and feeling so alive and fully expressed and happy in your full glory of being you. How would that feel? Your identity, who you believe you are, becomes a magnetic field for the people around you. And this goes in both directions. That's why you need to claim your uniqueness. And the moment you do this, the moment you reclaim your power and own your worthiness with no strings attached, that is exactly the moment when you leave the ordinary and you step into daringly different. This also means that daringly different requires you taking charge of your life 100%. It means you reinventing and redefining your personal brand and you becoming your highest self. Dare to become the version of yourself that you've always dreamt of being. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest, so don't let fear and doubt or shame stop you. After spending so many years finding my own true path, I would love to support you to do the same. And I would love to go on this journey with you together to redesign your life and personal brand from the inside out. Now, let me ask you this. Based on everything that I've just said, what it means to be daringly different, what is holding you back from joining the daringly different world? Please let me know in the comments so I know how I can support you. And also let me know what it means for you to be daringly different. Maybe you have a story you want to share or whatever comes into your mind. And if you are ready to have more daringly different in your life and business, comment with a butterfly. Thank you for watching. Having an amazing day and be daringly different.